Okay, check this out. An unusual guest appeared on a Western Australia beach.
It's an emperor penguin. He swam thousands of miles from his home in Antarctica. One expert says the animal may have followed a current north to find perhaps a different type of food.
Yeah, a witness saw it coming out of the water says it just waddled up to the beach. The penguin then slid on its belly, likely thinking it was snow, and then face planted before standing back up and shaking off the sand.
And we show you all that as a nice lead-in to Matt, because Matt likes stories like that.
That's a movie. That is
So
a Disney
sweet.
movie at 5. The penguin that lost its way.
Oh,
I'll let you
it's
write
a children's
George.
book.
No, I'll write it. You can do the watercolors.
There, I'm in it. Let's go.
Can I have some type of credit here? Or no?
The dedication?
Oh,
Can I dedicate it to
Have you heard Melissa
if
sing?
I get
She
monetary
can sing.
donations. I cannot sing, no, actually.
We're going to go back up into a bit of a warmer area than Antarctica. And here we find Hurricane Rafael made a landfall as a Category 3 hurricane earlier today. Now, the overall track, what this displays isn't how big this system is going to be, rather it's where it's going to go. So when you start to see this line increase with a big circle here, what that is suggesting is that this system is going to pull up almost stationary, sit over the same place for an extended period of time, actually weakening as it goes. Category 2 to a Category 1, eventually to a tropical storm. Now, so by Saturday, by this weekend, I'm not expecting any landfall on our Gulf Coast states with this system by this weekend. Now, we're going to see a couple of things when I show you the future track. Now, this is going to work off to the west, and what's called the kicker. Now, the system that's going to pick this system up is going to try to come through this weekend, Sunday and into Monday. Otherwise, until then, this storm is just going to linger over the warm Gulf waters. Now, there's a couple of things that in the environment that are keeping it from turning into a Helene or a major hurricane at this point. It is worth noting that the temperatures, sea surface temperatures, are warm enough to enhance the system, but not enough to overcome those other environmental conditions, which is going to be what's called strong wind shear that's going to be working across the Gulf of Mexico. So this is Friday at 5 p.m. When we get to Saturday and Sunday, the system's not going to be moving all that much. Here's New Orleans, back over towards Texas. The line you're seeing here and the dry air behind it, that is what the kicker. That's the kicker that could come through. And if this stays to the south, it'll actually miss that trough and sit in the same place. If this develops more to the north, even just by a little bit, it's going to be ushered out of the Gulf of Mexico back up here to the north. But we're days away from any of that being realized. This is Saturday at 3 a.m. It's still in the Gulf of Mexico. So a lot of time to watch and first alert you to some of those changes. The good news is right now I'm not expecting any landfall on our Gulf Coast states this weekend. Now, first our weather radar, we zoom the map all the way back out. See not much out there in regards to rainfall. That cold front has moved through, and we're going to stay dry overnight tonight. In fact, the dry air behind that front that we're starting to feel is going to clear out the skies this evening and give us nice sunny weather for Thursday and Friday. I say nice because temperatures are going to be above average for this time of year. Here's a look at future tracks. So I'll show you the clouds, but also the temperatures. No rain in the forecast Thursday and Friday. Coming up tomorrow, we'll have your first alert drought monitor update. That gets released. It should see, I wouldn't say much of an improvement, but I don't expect the drought situation to get a lot worse with that update on Thursday. So there's Thursday at 9 a.m. Clear skies, temperatures responding to the sunshine, temperatures in the mid-50s by 1 p.m. On our way to the upper 50s, possibly the lower 60s. I do want to first alert you to something we haven't had to deal with too much the last couple of nights. Frost territory. You got the mid to upper 30s Thursday night into Friday, and then Friday into Saturday. Now, coming up in just a little bit, we'll look at that kickoff forecast between Florida State and Notre Dame. Outside chance of maybe some showers moving in for the second half of that game. Again, coming up in just a little bit, we'll take a look at that.
I'm just enjoying these pleasant temperatures. I mean, this is nice. For November?
Yeah. I'm riding my bicycle in shorts, and that's nice.
Yeah, I think you need one day where it's well below average to really appreciate those 50s and the 60s at this time of year. But that's not in the 10-day forecast.
Okay, good. Awesome.
We're going to take a break. We'll be back in a moment.